everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Packers going up against the Jets. With that, let's send you up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. We're standing by as our announcing team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford. We are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Jets. Welcome in, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So you've got 1 week of preseason games in the books. Now you start to really assess some of the vets and, of course, some of the young players.
You're exactly right, because now there's a week's worth of film out there for everyone to watch. And for guys who may or may not make these particular teams, that film would be out there around the league, so maybe they can catch on somewhere else if they have to. But this would be a lot of fun to see how much time the veterans play versus how much time the young guys get.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they ask their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's the Jets punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Green Bay first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Couple of Jets there in on the stop. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there. Really
good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packers defense here, they're heading back out onto the field. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over, because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee, but you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
Now will they keep that confidence? Time to find out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's just flat out a terrific play, because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did.
Okay.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Jets defense, we watch them get set to go now. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that. And the way that you phrased it is perfect, because from series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown before, it doesn't mean you have to do it again. And if you made a great play before, you have to reset again anyway, because they're going to attack. So I love the way you phrased it and put it out there. That's what they have to do in this series.
Not like when you're playing a video game. You can't hit the reset button here. Let's go.
No, you shouldn't anyway, that's for sure. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Seven yards to go on second down. On play action, they'll throw. Deep drop. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They needed 15. They got 15. And a good mark to boot. It's first down.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
It's a pickup of 19, and it'll give the Packers a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Red zone opportunity. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. And they still need 10 yards here to find pay dirt. It's second and goal from the 10. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal.
Here we go. 3-19.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 3. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And they'll run it here. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. Fourth down now.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Two seconds to go, first quarter. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. At the end of one, 10-3 the score. And we will return to MetLife Stadium after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Now they'll run on the draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
That call was actually a linebacker's dream. A draw play when you're blitzing. Because they're trying to set up and fool you into thinking it's a pass. But because they're doing so, they're actually opening up a crease for you to get through and get to the ball carrier. An excellent play for the linebacker.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up the first down. They ran it and picked it up.
This will be caught at the 2. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter is starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And a tough spot to drop that down here, 3rd and goal.
And so many times when you analyze a play like this, you talk about the people around him and maybe his focus was gone. Sometimes just simply him understanding how close he is to the end zone and a chance to score, and he tightens up and doesn't complete the play.
So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe there's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if...
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll come out in the pistol. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Finding time. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down.
Set,
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll take it at the 42. Still going. They can't stop him. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points up.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. So out now come the Jets. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 8 yards there helps, but they're still stuck now. 3rd and long coming up.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Needed 16. They got 17 on 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter. Because he has such great skills, you want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So as it turns out, that sack does not wind up costing him, at least in terms of getting points. They get 3.
Yeah, once you see your quarterback go down the backfield, you think, uh-oh. But fortunately for them, their kicker came to the rescue and made sure they got something out of that drive after all.
This will be fielded at the 8. What a spin. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Whenever we meet with coaches, and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Backing up. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So they're operating in the red zone. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught at the 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is up to 14. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
All right, here we go. All right, now look at 56.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back. In that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for the Jets. 45 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got a man, that's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, a 7-point margin. It's 20-13 now. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Back to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field. Try to make sure his team...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They'll throw now on the final play. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Jets are on the bad end of things at home, but will have 2 quarters to turn it around. The Packers came in prepared for this game, and it shows in the way they've played. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Packers have possession early in the first. The pass out of the gun will be completed. And a quick three-play drive ends with a score. They strike first in the half. Packers now they have it at the 45. Broken coverage here on the pass play. And that connection will lead to a gain of 39 yards. Packers later on the drive, they'll go with their run here. And he'd go in for the 3-yard touchdown. Packers up now by 14. We move late into the second. The catch will be made deep down the field, and he'll be tackled at the 6-yard line. Still a little time left on the clock. Completion is made across the middle of the field. And he caps the drive with the score. Jets down by 7. That'll do it from here in Orlando. Let's get back up to New York as we turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Second down following the run.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver. Able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
They come up in an offset eye. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
He filled the gap nice. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jets, and nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
They'll look to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And it'll bring up a second down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Looking to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, they were going draw play there. The defense wasn't fooled. They sniffed it out.
I think they're going to have to go back and take a few more acting classes because that's what a lot of that is. You've got to influence them to think that it's going to be a pass play and have them drop out and maybe the defensive front coming forward and find yourself some space. In this case, no one was fooled and ended up spilling that play pretty well.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here we go now. Green 39.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
All right, now, look at 56.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The 13 yards that time of the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Surveying the field. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. They'll try and run with their fullback. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I'm not sure how much I really love that call. It almost seems like a little bit of a give up there. But maybe what they were thinking is, we've got a chance to pop one. They think we're just going to give up here, hand it to the big man, and maybe he can get through. Sometimes there's a little bit of courage in play calling that maybe we don't give enough credit.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets take possession. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Three-quarters in the books. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you got to read those.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 8, maybe 9. But they're still left with a 3rd and long upcoming.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid, a combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front. But then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. They come out here in the I. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got time. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Here's the Jets punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. He'll look to set up his blockers. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw here. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On now is the Packers punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And this will be taken at the 13. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out come the Jets. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Another pistol look here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding time. Wide open receiver complete. That'll be a gain of 11, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. A lot of time in the pocket there, and the quarterback able to find an open throwing lane, and he delivered.
What a terrific job by the guys up front, able to tamp down the pass rush that they've been getting all day.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
The way the game's played now, you almost can take position affiliations off of guys. He may have been a running back, but they count on him to be a receiver and catch that football.
But he could not catch it. A big drop on 3rd down. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up, and he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Now the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. We focus our attention now on the Jets defense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll drop the throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job one. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard and the time left on the clock, as you noted? So many things to go through.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Jets have got it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And New York set to take the field. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to get it. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Now let's go.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 46. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.